It's unreal. What I'm trying to get at, though, just to reverse, is how quickly I saw an impact. So, you know, I mean, I'm hearing a lot of things that are really worth meditating on. And again, if you're thinking about or on the fence of starting a YouTube channel, do it, because it's been one of the most powerful things for our business.
Your first few videos are going to suck, really suck, and you'll hate looking at them, but you're not looking at yourself. Just put it up and let others watch it and decide. We're not producing a Hollywood blockbuster.
Right.
Right.
And people don't trust those. Hey, this is Kasim with Solutions 8, and welcome to your daily Google News. I am here with one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, who also, interestingly, happens to be the godfather of our YouTube channel. Uzair, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Kasim. I wouldn't call myself a godfather.
Yeah, well, you're the precursor. You're the reason that we did. So everybody knows, Uzair and I met. It's funny, I'm digital marketer's traffic coach. Uzair ended up in my cohort, and then he ended up switching the script on us and coaching me. Because you have, I think, what's easily the most, what would I call it? The most prolific Google specific YouTube channel of anybody, right? Is there anybody out there that has a more traffic channel than you think?
Well, I don't know whether somebody has got over 1,000 YouTube videos on a particular topic like Google Ads, which we have on our channel and is growing. Right. But one thing I would like to add is, you know, I appreciate your comment about me being godfather, but I teach and mentor hundreds, if not thousands of people about video marketing. Very few people take action, and you're one of them who took on board what is possible, and you're doing this regularly. And you know, good luck to you that you're getting good results, getting more leads, more customers, and just keep growing, because whilst all the other people and our competitors are sleeping away, we'll just carry on creating good quality content.
Yeah, well, you said something to me in the beginning that was so simple and it was so accessible. You're like, shoot a video every day. And then I was like, I can do that. And I'm going to share your channel real quick just so everybody can see it. I will include this in the description of the video too. Uzair has SF Digital Studios. When you and I met, you were at what, 12,000 subscribers?
I think I was just under 10,000.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. And now you're at, I mean, you've just exploded and have been exploding. So the trajectory is amazing to watch. And if you're subscribed to our channel, you should definitely be subscribed to Uzair's channel, because you know we're talking about a lot of the same things. What I love about you, Uzair, though, is you rank for so much long tail content. I remember, will you tell the story about being on the phone with Google support and people recognizing you?
Yeah, so it was a funny conversation, because the guy on the other end in Bangalore, because are you there from YouTube? I said, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I know we learn a lot from you and we watch your channel regularly. You should come and teach us. I said, well, tell your boss and invite me and I'll fly over to Bangalore and, you know, mentor and teach you guys as well.
And he's a Google employee, right? He's in Google's office.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the guy at Google is saying, oh, thank you. We learned so much from you.
Yeah, because if you put up good quality content, you know, anyone and everyone can learn. Right. I learn a lot from you, and I'm sure others learn a lot from me. And I learn a lot every day. You know, nobody can say, neither you nor me can say, we know everything.
Right.
We don't. We learn.
Those people go away very quickly. Like,
yeah. So just putting your content up on YouTube and on the internet, you don't know who watches it, who sees you, and you get connections, you get leads and clients, which you can even dream of. As I was talking to earlier on, the furthest I've got in the US is Hawaii. Now, you know, that's thousands and thousands of miles away, and people have called me, paid me to go there and teach them video marketing or Google Ads or whatever. You can never do that.
Right.
And most people have got the small mindset, oh, I'm just going to work in my local community, which is fine. But if you want to think big, you got the whole world to target, then this is how you do this. And the good thing is not many people do it properly. and not many people are doing it at all.
Well, so I mean, that's what's crazy to me is just how quickly this happened.
Yeah.
I remember when you sold me on the concept, I was like, all right, I'll do it for a year. And if I start to see signs of life after a year, then we'll keep going.
Yeah.
Which I felt was reasonable. I think we were doing it for 3 months when the leads started rolling in, and they're great leads. They're people that know us. They like our approach. They understand our methodology. It's funny because I get policed by clients now sometimes. You know, like we'll do something and a client will be like, well, wait a minute, isn't that going to take 10 or 12 days? And I'm like, how do you know more about this than I, you know, then yeah, it's unreal. What I'm trying to get at though, just to reverse is how quickly I saw an impact. Have you seen that to be, you know, the situation to be similar with other students, other people that you coach?
Absolutely. And we have a common friend, Dana, amongst
Sure.
us. She has exploded. She is in Romania and she does tutoring. And I told her, keep at it and start making videos. And her channel has exploded. She's getting leads, sales, customers, views, and keep doing this. It's like going to the gym. You know, you just can't go a few times and stop.
Right.
You know, nothing is going to happen. But the fun starts when your videos get ranked in Google. Page 1.
Yeah.
And as you know that there's a 4-pack. Before it used to be 3-pack. Now they made it 4-pack. That means Google is paying even more relevance to videos from YouTube. You get 4-pack. If you got your many of our videos out of 4, 3 of them will be mine, or sometimes 4 out of 4.
I've seen it. This is not a glitch. I'm interrupting the video you're watching because I want to remind you that we provide done-for-you Google Ads services. We're the #1 ranked Google Ads agency on the planet with almost $100 million in ad spend under management. If you're an entrepreneur, business owner, C-level exec, director of marketing, and you're managing your own Google Ads, I think that's a massively inefficient use of your time. As a matter of fact, in my experience, within 90 days, we're able to optimize existing campaigns to a point to where we're paying for ourselves. We move from being a cost center to a profit center, and I want to put my time and my money where my mouth is. If you're spending $10,000 a month or more in Google Ads, I want to offer you a free, no obligation action plan. A high-level member of my team, one of our strategists, will look at your account, open the hood, and do a full diagnostic and explain everything that we would recommend that you change in order to optimize your campaigns. You can take that, do it yourself. You can hand it to an internal member of your team, or in an ideal world, you can hire us. I'd love the opportunity to earn your business. Please go to sol8.com. That's SOL, the number 8.com. Request your free action plan. Until then, back to your regularly scheduled program. So, you know, I mean, I'm hearing a lot of things that are really worth meditating on. And again, if you're thinking about or on the fence of starting a YouTube channel, do it. Because it's been one of the most powerful things for our business. And I don't mean just in lead generation. What's cool that happens for us too is like people find out about us other ways, you know, referral, I speak, they find, you know, Google Ads, whatever. And then they research us and they land on our channel and like, oh my goodness, this is, you know, I like these guys. Or maybe even as important, I don't like these guys, which is cool because that sort of saves us some time too. So there's this whole branding element to it.
Yeah, brand. You build your brand, and this is what, you know, I always tell everyone, build your brand. This is really important so that something silly like this iOS update is not going to have any effect on your business. God knows what's going to happen in the near future, which is pretty scary from where I look at it. If Apple can do this to Facebook, God knows what they were thinking of doing to Google. I think Apple's going to roll out their own ad network. Yeah. They took out their biggest competitor before they even got into the space. Yeah. They're digging the well. Master stroke. Yeah. So it's a segue that I actually want to get into, but before we talk about the future of digital marketing, I want to just put a bow on the conversation here. Imagine you're talking to folks that would be interested in launching their own YouTube channel. I like this 90-day challenge. Shoot a video every day for 90 days. Talk to me. Does it need to be like high production quality? Are there any like special tips and tricks? Like what's the, make it easy. Shoot it on the phone. Yeah. As easy as it can get. You don't, obviously you need a little microphone to make your quality a bit better and a $50 light, but you don't need to spend thousands and thousands. Get started. Your first few videos are going to suck, really suck, and you'll hate looking at them, but you're not looking at yourself. Just put it up and let others watch it and decide whether they like it or not. Yeah. Once I remember, I spent 4 hours shooting. In the beginning, I used to spend hours on end trying to make it perfect. 4 or 5 hours, I recorded it, and then I went home, came back the next day. And I had set the wrong color balance on the camera. So I was looking orange, right? Now I'm thinking, oh God, I spent
Hey,
all
over
this
here, that'll get you elected. So
and I was so fed up. I thought, sod it, I'm going to upload it. That's been one of my best videos. It's done over like 80, 90,000 views or something like that. So you don't need to have top quality. We're not producing a Hollywood blockbuster.
right.
Right.
And people don't trust those. If you want to learn, I think they like organic. They like, you know, hey, I'm talking to a buddy on a Zoom call, basically.
Yeah, it's more relatable. And if it is too perfect, that means it's staged, scripted.
Right.
And people don't believe it.
I'll ask you a question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. If you make a mistake in a video, and I don't mean like a, you know, said the wrong word. I mean, you say something that's incorrect and you find out a day, a week, a month later. Do you leave the video or do you take it down?
I would leave it on, and I have done many times where I've missed something. I had a comment this morning on one of the videos, which was posted 3 years ago. Oh, you didn't show us how to do conversion tracking. Was that did you forget? I said, no, this video wasn't about how to do conversion tracking. This was about Google Display Network. But then I have made a mistake where I remember clearly it was a video about call ads, and the thumbnail on it was about Google ads. And then somebody said, well, this is call ads. Why are you showing us expanded text ads, or you displaying on that? And I said, well, I'm sorry. My mistake. It was yeah, that's fine. Start the conversation. You become even more human rather than trying to brush it under the carpet or whatever. Just say it's not the end of the world. It's not a matter of life or death. You made a mistake. I don't want to delete a 30-minute video just because I made a mistake, a silly little mistake or error on minute 21 or something like that.
Yeah, I love what you just said. And I again, if somebody who's watching this, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, it's the mistakes and the errors that I think people have connected with the most. Like I've said some stupid stuff, or I'll get on there and I'll actually say like, I don't really understand this. This is what I think. Let me know what y'all think. Those are the best conversations I've ever had.
Yeah.
And you get people that, I mean, I've learned from it. We've now officially hired from our YouTube channel. I had a young man reach out, found us on YouTube, and he wanted to work with us. He's on our staff now. But yeah, I like the grittier we can get, I think the better, the more real and organic. So I like that you leave your mistakes too, because I didn't know if I was being foolish or not. I had one, and I won't tell you which one it is because I don't want anybody to go seek it out, but I misunderstood the literature. Google made an announcement. I'll tell you because it's hard for me to talk about without. Google made an announcement about their continued attempt at ultimately killing third-party cookies. And I misread the literature as Google saying, we're going to kill first-party cookies. And I freaked out. I was like, how is anybody going to do anything like this? Doesn't make any sense. You know, how could they even enforce something like this, et cetera? And then somebody in my comments, very kind, was like, hey, I think you might have, you know, you might be on the wrong page or whatever. So, but what's cool is I think leaving that stuff up, it just lets people know like, hey, you get the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, but what I don't do, Kasim, is if I'm not comfortable or an expert, and especially with all this techie and geeky cookies and all that stuff, you'll never find any of my videos on those topics because I'm not comfortable talking about it. So I don't do it. So
you're familiar with the Dunning-Kruger effect?
No.
It's the two psychologists that did a study that identified the fact that it's the dumber a person is, the more qualified they think they are for something.
Okay.
I'm on the wrong side of the Dunning-Kruger line. Like I'll make a video about it. I'm just like, oh, I'm qualified to talk about this. I'm just kidding. No, what I like to do is if I don't understand it, I'll tell people, but I like to speak to things where I do at least believe I understand the implication is in terms of how it's going to impact the things I do know. Like, hey, if they, Flock is a really good example. I do not understand from a coding perspective. I don't understand Flock, but I think maybe better than most people in the world. I have a view right now as to how Flock is going to impact the way that we bid. And so I'll talk about that. And what's funny is they keep changing it too. So I need to shut up about it until it's more solidified. But I really like those conversations. I also like what my YouTube channel has done for my learning, because in order to talk about anything, I will go and I don't want to be stupid. I don't want to get caught. You know what I mean? So I go and I read all the literature. I watch all the videos. And then as soon as I feel like I'm firmly rooted, then I'll go and I'll shoot my video.
Yeah, absolutely. And luckily for us, we've got support.google.com.
Right.
But there will be some kind of authority websites in every niche.
Right.
Where is the Bible for that industry? You go there. If you don't know, you learn, and then it will enhance your reputation and also your skill set.
Hey everyone, John Moran here, and today we're discussing YouTube ads and YouTube Shorts. Some things to look for to achieve success, how long you should give it before you should start measuring it, and what are some best practices in order to make sure that you have the best chance to achieve the goal. So we're going to dive right in. And Google, if you're listening, I'm basically an influencer now, so if you'd like to give me some free ad spend,